The 7 of Lallier heads pit side. The 8 of Brittany Campbell. She heads
on the outside. Gomes down low. 19 star.
Looking for second spot. He's going to battle the Gomes, looking for a triple crown.
Finds himself battling inside the top 5. Off the
Holding off Chase Belcher and Andrew Gomes in his rear view mirror.
through the corner they come. 38 up on the board.
Belcher is looking to the inside of Gomes, trying to make a move. Jenison continues to
With 5 laps to go. Takes a look down the inside.
How about this battle up front? All these positions up for it. Difference on the first
Inside. Looks for the number 2 spot. Chases down.
Two more circuits around for Jenison at the strike.
Flag in the air. Jenison set the pace. Up on the outside. Checkered flag. And
Richie Murray 5th, Josh Hedges 6th, Jacob Burns 7th, Connor Souza 8th, Ryan Vaness 9th, Bill Goodrow 10th, 11th, Tyler Almeida 12th, Luke LeBrun 13th, Jeff Gellier 14th, Tyler Lallier 15th, Brittany Campbell 16th, and Tom Murray rounding out the field in 17th.
Mark Jenison savoring this win. A well-deserved and hard-fought victory here this evening. Holding off lap after lap as Andrew Gomes and then Chase Belcher worked that inside. And look at him parked right in next to his infamous spot down in turn number 1. Yes, we all remember that position. That's where the car lost its life, or at least they thought it did. It has been resurrected and finds itself back in victory lane here tonight as Mark Jenison takes a moment to reflect the scrapes that used to be there.
I bet you if Kelly goes out there.
Here he is climbing out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Jenison! Mark, congratulations. That was about as hard fought of a 35-lap win as you've ever had in your career.
Oh yeah, that Gomes kid's gonna win. He's a smart driver, clean driver. He could have moved me at any time, and he's played a race, a smart race. He drove a smart race, and you know, this guy's just outstanding driver. So I'm an old guy fighting against young guys. So.
Well, you're fighting pretty good. Tell us about stopping here and climbing out of the car, for the folks that don't know.
Well, the last time this car was here, it was up against that wall on its side, and it won the race, it won the championship, so it was only fitting for its first win to be back where it rested last.
Well, it's got to feel real good rebuilding this car, and you've gotten it better and better over the course of the season, and now you're finally able to carry that checkered flag.
Yeah, well, the Stefano brothers stepped up big. They really wanted to help us get this car back on the track. So it was extremely grateful to them. And, you know, Legal Disposal, they helped out too big time this year to try to, everybody put in a lot of effort to get this car back on the track. It's a fast car. We just got to keep finding the tracks different from what we used to run here when this car was fast, you know.
Well, it was no slouch tonight.
No, she's fast tonight. You know, you thank American Racer, man, what great tires they have. You know, Billy does a great job helping us out every year. And I'm glad Dave Walburn and the Vendetti family keep them here. You know, and Len Ellis and, you know, all the officials, all of you guys do a great job trying to help make this sport stay great. And I love it. And, you know, I got to thank Daddy Cam West, Rick, thank you. I got to thank Jimmy Casey Richards. And Mrs. Richards' mom, you know, and all the fans for coming out. Thank you all. You guys are awesome for us. We're going to thank our troops. We're going to thank our veterans. Without them, we don't have the freedom we got. So thank you to them. They're outstanding people they are. And thanks to our first responders, keeping us safe all the time. I really appreciate them, and you know, my family, my sisters, my brothers, my crew is outstanding. You know, they've been great this year, and there's not much more I can ask for than what I've got tonight. So thank you.
Mark Jenison, grateful in victory here tonight. How about a round of applause for our late model feature winner? Our runner-up again, Andrew Gomes. Andrew, a great run. What do you need to find your win? My backside isn't my better side now. What else do you need to be able to carry that checkered flag? Because you are that close.
Yeah, I don't really know. If I do, I think we'd do it. We'd get there, but I maybe a little looser today. The bottom was, I think the top was just better, and he was not giving me the top, so that was the right thing to do on his part. I couldn't get there on the bottom, so close, but not this time.
You gotta feel real good though, because you've been so close so many times. Tonight, battling side by side with Mark, protecting that bottom lane, and you and Chase over the last few laps putting on a great battle.
Yeah, it was great. The caution came out, I was like, he's gonna take the bottom, he didn't take the bottom. That was unfortunate. And then Chase got under me, and I was actually all right. I was just telling him I was all right with that, because the top was just better, I think. But it was a good race. Me and Mark didn't touch once. It was really clean, really good battle.
Well, you know you get some people to thank.
Yeah, I gotta thank my dad first and foremost. Route 6 Auto Mall, Kia, Done Right Auto Care, the Auto Dentist, RDL Equipment, Coastal Water Sewer Excavation, SMR Metal Recycling, Springville Memory Care, Johnson's Racing Engines, and Flag Man Graphics. And everyone that comes out to support me, my family, my mom, my sister, my grandpa, and everyone out back, Louie, Dave Jr., Nick, the Earrings, all of them.
All right, great run for second place, Nick. Andrew Gomes, ladies and gentlemen. And our third place finisher and our 2025 Everett Title Park Triple Crown champion, Chase Belcher. Chase, A tough race out there, a lot of contact in the middle of the field coming up through. What happened on the last lap? You were up to second, then he got back to by you on the outside.
Yeah, like Andrew said, man, that bottom's tough. I needed the outside, and he said it perfect. Mark does a good job. He knows how to run that top and take away both lanes, and we just need to get the outside of him, and it's hard to do it on the 22.
You're picking up the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown Championship this year. How much does that mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, we struggled last year in these 45-lap races, and I think we got all podiums in all of them, so we came a long way, and like I said, I'm more about the bigger picture.
Well, the car's strong in these long distance races. It's strong in the short rate and the regular distance. You got to feel real good about your chances.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we've been consistent all year. We went to Jeff Taylor's over the weekend, and we knew we needed a little bit more, and I think he got that for us. Like I said, it's just tough to pass the later it goes, and that was fun racing with Charlie. I was in front of him too long to let it up, and we rubbed doors a little bit, but that's short track racing.
Did you get nervous when you found out he was right behind you?
Absolutely, because that's why I made that move. I didn't even want the bottom, but my spotter, he does a great job giving me information. He's like, hey, Charlie's pushing it, gotta go. And I'm like, say no more.
Congratulations on the Triple Crown Championship. Congratulations on third. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Finishing third, Chase Belcher. Finishing second, Andrew Gomes. And back in victory lane, Mark Jenison.